Hello and welcome. This is Dr. Acharya. Welcome you to yet another edition of Wellness Talks. You are healthy until you are not healthy. This means we can be healthy one day, maybe for many years or even decades, and that can suddenly change. Another proverb says about people who are strong and swift that time and unexpected events overtake them all. Our lifestyles, the medical industrial complex, and our healthcare system have converged to the critical point where they are actually working against us. They are doing so by focusing our healthcare efforts on post disease pills and other potentially dangerous modalities rather than prevention and promoting wellness. Medical bills are already become a leading cause of personal bankruptcy in the present scenario of runaway inflation. The next few years will be marked by a race to reclaim life and vitality. It is therefore essential to have proper knowledge by each citizen of a country to offset the enormous influence of the present treatment mentality. This demands personal resolve and not government legislation or corporate compromise. We are justifiably proud of a medical model that eases disease, blocks pain, and sometimes cures the uncurable. Substantial amount of money is being wasted on the treatment side of healthcare, which can actually be saved by turning the industry upside down and focusing on the preventive side of the healthcare equation. The past century, especially the last few years, has seen incredible advances in the treatment aspects of medicine. Presently, artificial intelligence based treatment protocols are on its way. As a society, we have come to believe and even expect that modern medicine will develop a miracle pill or vaccine that will cure all our healthcare challenges. The whole world is now waiting anxiously for that miracle invention to tackle the ongoing crisis which is being faced by the humanity. Sick. Unfortunately, that might never happen. And even if it happens, we will not be sure of its efficacy or the life threatening side effects. What we are beginning to see is that we have been circling for the answers all along. In one experiment, a group of caterpillars were coaxed onto the rim of a large flower pot. The first caterpillar was brought in line to follow the last. Thus, a circle was created round the rim of the pot. It was thought that the caterpillars would soon find out the trick and move to the flower in the middle of the pot. However, this was not to be. The habit of following the leader caused these caterpillars to follow each other round the rim of the pot for full 7 days. Starvation and exhaustion finally halted the march, but not before the damage was done. We have been following the circular pattern of treating symptoms as they appear. A symptom pops up and we cover it with drugs and therapies designed to relieve the symptom. But what about the curbing the disease itself? Truly curbing the disease process, not simply easing the symptoms, can only occur when prevention is equally balanced with treatment. We have to step outside our current lifestyle habits and make proper course corrections towards better health. The cause is also the cure. Diet is the key to preventing disease in our culture. Healthy eating, a solid regimen of exercise and meditation, intake of balanced foods with dietary supplements, and proper hydration are the key ingredients to good health. Something has to change. The good news is that it is not too late yet. Perhaps our most difficult challenge is breaking our current lifestyle habits. These habits include waking up late, consuming quick and easy sugar based cereals, carbonated sugar water, and fries. We take the elevator instead of the stairs, and choosing to watch the prime time instead of living it. Each of these contains an opportunity for change to take a step in the better direction. Birthdays will come, anniversaries will pass. The question you must ask is how you look at those moments. When you think about it, there is no magic elixir involved. To feel better, we have to start living better. When it comes to planning careers, vacations, and taxes, we have no problem seeking out to a qualified professional to help meet our goals. And why should something as important as our diet be any different? Changing your diet and water does not have to be an inconvenience, nor it needs to be a matter of depriving yourself of those things you enjoy. Simple minor changes and an overall awareness of a better health is all it takes. You can do it. You are therefore invited to take a serious look at your own circumstances and chart a personal course towards a healthier tomorrow. One good turn will lead to another. The following remodeling project will ensure greater financial stability and a legacy marked by fullness of life rather than bouts of lasting sickness. The issues discussed have been meshed into four easy to remember points. Number one, the government's ability to provide and administer medical facilities will continue to slip. Corporate and private sectors will reduce their spendings to boost sagging profits. It is evident in the present scenario worldwide. Number two, healthcare treatment will continue to outpace inflation by at least 3 times and has become too expensive for the average Indian to access on demand. Number three, stressed out work schedules, meetings, deadlines, financial stress, and fast food eat on the run with carbonated drink culture will continue to grease the skids of our unhealthy and sedentary lifestyles. And number four, the disease process will grow increasingly more common with the age bracket of 45 to 60 years. Our children will start showing symptoms earlier and with more frequency. These four issues interlock themselves to establish the crux of our dilemma and opportunity. The first side represents a decline in available money to pay for health coverage from both government agencies and the private sector. On the opposite side, our collective lifestyle routines, without any positive and proactive changes, will advance the continual degradation of Indian health. This decline will fuel an upsurge in the chronic illness and disease. Ultimately, this will drive the cost of treatment to unreasonable levels for the citizenry of India. Taking action towards prevention rather than relying on the treatment will generate two positive outcomes. First, you will protect your lifestyle, meaning the activities that bring you joy and fulfillment from unwanted elements. Unfortunately, the current trends indicate that the retirement years for many, perhaps even you, will be marked by fighting for life rather than living it. Secondly, moving away from treatments towards prevention will strengthen your financial situation by spending less on the exorbitant cost of healthcare. Spending about 2,000 a month on a multivitamin and mineral supplement that bases its strength upon meeting the already flawed RDA benchmark will not cut it. The convergence of all 4 points produces a gap which we call the responsibility gap. You own the fate of this no man's land. The responsibility gap is where two roads will diverge in your life, and I'm sorry, you cannot travel both. You must either choose the road of prevention or gamble with the road that is governed by treatment. Make a choice of your life and let the big things work for you like never before. Therefore, the responsibility gap ultimately starts and ends with you. Prevention always costs more upfront. And I can help you to build a proportional line of defense against unnecessary sickness. This will eventually render the high cost of treatment irrelevant. Contact me through any of the links given in the description box. So now, the coin has been tossed and it is time for you to call. Can I hear something?